All right, so today we're talking about this whole anime men drama, okay? Anti-tuber, anti-tourist, there's a lot of stuff's getting thrown around here. And I don't really understand. People basically said that some guys that make anime videos, they watched a bunch of anime, but then didn't actually watch the anime, and they try to rate them, but without actually watching it. And so people are mad that they didn't actually watch the episodes, rating it. Like, sure, I guess, if that's what everyone's mad about. I don't know. Anyway, so this guy made a video here. Randy Boy Jr., shout out to him. Let's just watch this one. I don't want to watch the actual video. I mean, I thought about watching the actual video, but then everybody's like, hey, don't watch the actual video. You're going to just be supporting them. And that's what they want. They're drama farming, which makes sense. I mean, that's what we live in. We live in the era of drama farming. Guess what I'm doing right now? I'm drama farming.
You miss me? I know I've been gone for a while, but I've been cooking up this really fun video about Kingdom, and I was supposed—
Hey, cooking up a video about Kingdom. We f with Kingdom around here. We f with Kingdom, bro. I want to bring my Kingdom reactions to YouTube, but I know they're going to bomb on the channel, and so I haven't done it. But I would love to if people actually watch it.
to release that video, but I didn't want to leave you guys in the dark. I've decided to make some shorter videos in the meantime to keep you guys company. If you've been in the anime community lately, you've probably heard of the term tourist. Tourist is used to insult someone who you believe is a phony anime fan. Although I feel like there are definitely a lot of people who pretend to like anime because it's popular now, I also feel like tourist has become a bit more of a buzzword. Sometimes—
Yeah, I mean, listen, here's what an anime tourist is, just like a tourist anywhere. A tourist is somebody who visits. They visit, but they don't stay. It's people that check in, come around for a little bit. The problem is, it's fine to be a tourist, a casual, right? We call them anime casuals too. But I think what separates an anime casual, though, from an anime tourist is the anime tourist, or maybe I would say the anime tourists and anime casuals are the same thing. It's just the tourist term is a little more hurtful. The thing that's the problem with anime tourists or anime casuals are when they start believing that their opinion is well-formed, right? Like they think that they have this like well-formed opinion on anime and they just watch Demon Slayer or they just watch whatever. They just watch One Piece. They just watch one show or they just watch a couple of shows. That's when it's an issue. You can be an anime casual. It's fine. I'm not even gonna like jump down your throat about it. I don't look like a kaiju and you're not Kafka, okay? I'm not gonna do that to you. Maybe I do look like a kaiju to you. That's also hurtful. Don't say that. The biggest issue is only when those tourists and those casuals start believing that their opinion is like legitimate. And I only say that because honestly, we all have opinions and all of our opinions are kind of legitimate. But if you're like acting like your opinion is really substantial, but you only watch like 2-3 shows. Like, bro, if you tell me X show is the best show of all time, but you don't even know A through whatever letter W is W before X? TUVWX. What? Yeah, okay. You don't even know A through W, then how the fuck are you gonna tell me that X is the best show? You don't have enough skin in the game, bro. You don't have enough heft to you. Like you don't have any weight that goes behind your statement. That's the only time it becomes a problem. It's totally fine to be an anime tourist, though. They're tourists. I think that I also use a term for people that come to my channel on YouTube that just come around for one series. They watch the series, they're gone. They don't subscribe. They're not here for other stuff. They're also tourists, and that's okay. It's okay to be a tourist. You're a casual fan, and that's fine. In fact, you might not even be a fan of me. You might just be a fan of the one thing. Like, right? Like, these people that are fans of X series are probably not even fans of anime so much as they're a fan of X series. Maybe that's what a tourist really is. I don't know why I just rambled. Let's get back to the video.
People throw that word a bit carelessly. So I want to show everyone some real tourists. Luckily for me, I found just the right people as an example. Meet TheAnimeMen.
Which, by the way, somebody told me, when I first heard about this thing, the Anime Men thing, I was told about it and I was like, damn, what did Joey do? I didn't even know there was an Anime Men. I thought people were just saying the Anime Man. That's awkward. But then I found out that it was the Anime Men, and they're the ones that did the Dandadan thing. I remember the Dandadan video. I don't even know if I actually watched it, but I know of it. But I'm aware of the Dandadan thing. They made a Dandadan skit or whatever. And that's how I know about them.
And Very original name there. Wow, look at that subscriber count.
I got a lot of
I've never heard of
subscribers.
these guys in my life, but pretty impressive. They even have anime in their username. How could these
So
guys
that means
possibly be tourists?
that means they make anime related content,
right? Right? Recently,
Ooh.
the anime men have found themselves in a bit of a controversy online after posting their most recent video. They had dropped one of the most dog shit videos on AniTube. They undertook a challenge to rank some of the most popular anime of the last century, offending pretty much every anime fan base across the web. Look at that.
So maybe they weren't doing a video to genuinely, and here's the thing, they weren't, I'll just say it right now. They weren't doing the video to genuinely rate these things. They were doing a video to rage bait. That's the fucking world we live in now. Everyone's trying to rage bait. They just want to rile you all up. They didn't give a fuck whether the episode was good or not. They probably already had a preformed opinion. How are we going to handle this? Let's give bad grades out to shit, except for the really hype shit that like we love or whatever, right? That's all they did. And whatever, who cares? They just wanted this. This is what they wanted. Everyone that's shitting on them in the comments, aside from people that say like, oh, you should die or some weird shit like that, you're cringe, you're a fucking weirdo. If you're like taking it that far, you are fucking weird. You're weird. You are weird for doing that. But if you're shitting on them in the comments, oh, you're fake anime fans, you make dog shit content, you're just rage baiting, bullshit, whatever words you use, that's fine. They deserve it. It's what they wanted. If you do rage bait and then people are enraged and they shit on you for doing the rage bait, you asked for it. It's what you wanted. Don't get mad about it. I don't want to see them making a video apologizing. No. This is what you intended. This is your intentions. Obviously, if people are taking it too far, they're like doing the whole like doxing or anything like that, you're a fucking weirdo if you start doxing people or taking it too far into real life. They're making content. They're not hurting anyone. They're just talking shit about anime. It's now at more than 90% dislike. Yeah, no surprise.
A sweet dislike ratio. But what exactly made people so mad? I took a look at the video to find out. Going through the video, you can tell that these guys don't give a shit at all. For the first few minutes, they're just shitting on old vintage anime. Look, I get it. Most people probably wouldn't find retro anime all that engaging. But if you don't want to watch anime from the 60s and 70s, then don't
watch anime from the 60s and 70s. Simple as that, dude. Wow, this anime sucks because at the time, it was the best that they could do, and they didn't have the techniques that are, like, they basically looked at it with no sort of, like, deeper thought. They looked at if you look at something from the 60s and compare it to now, yeah, it's shit. It's also F tier, obviously. Yeah. Because you're not trying to look at anything with nuance. You don't care about the nuance. You don't. You're comparing everything to now, modern. And if that's your plan, that's your plan, whatever. Again, just don't be mad at when people are mad at you.
Make an entire fucking video reviewing them. You could have just made a video covering anime from the 21st century.
There you go. Or start with the 90s if you want, you know what I mean?
And it's not like these guys are actually watching it either. They barely even know what's going on half the time. They give each of these animes an F and they don't even elaborate. They've got nothing to say because they're not even paying attention to begin with.
We sat down and actually paid attention while watching this.
Oh my gosh, I think Jeremy died.
The disrespect
All right, he's not actually asleep there. All right, he's making a joke that it was so boring that he fell asleep. That's pretty obvious to me. He's not actually asleep.
They have for these anime goes even further when you find out that they've been
Captain
putting
Tsubasa.
them in 2x speed.
Although the pacing is pretty trash, we put it at 2x speed.
They don't even have the decency to watch that shit regularly. I have a
Which means that even further, they're just here to shit on the stuff. And I would say they're not even intentionally trying to rile people up. They just don't like old anime, and that's okay. Shit, I don't like old anime. But you know what I'm not gonna do? Try and watch some old anime. And if I did try to watch some old anime, I'm trying to look at it through a different lens. I'm trying to find some nuance, like, oh, this is something that establishes whatever for the future of anime. You know what I mean?
Attention span myself, but Jesus Christ, I have never in my life put any anime or even non-anime.
He's about to say me. He's about to say the same thing that I do. I don't watch anything 2x speed. I don't do that. If I have to make something 2x speed, I just don't watch it. Why would I? You know what I mean?
in faster speeds, even if I thought they were boring. I don't even think children who watch YouTube shorts on their iPads have that bad of an attention span. And they're still sleeping through most of it anyway,
They probably do.
so what's even the point? They sped up shows that they're not even looking at.
It's obviously fake, bro. The fact that he's like still asleep after it's all a bit. That's just a bit. They think it's funny, so they're doing a little bit there. He's not actually asleep. Please do not think this motherfucker was actually sleeping during the fucking video. All right, he wasn't.
Time speeds, their attention span is beyond fried. Not even the most brain-rotting TikTok-addicted Zoomers are on this level. There's this particularly egregious moment when they get to Dragon Ball. Listen to this shit.
Dragon Ball? Okay.
What the hell did I just watch? Goku with a tail. I've never seen that before.
Goku with a tail. I've never seen that before.
Because you haven't seen fucking Dragon Ball. You watch Dragon Ball Z. And I get it. I've never seen Dragon Ball. Gohan has a fucking tail. Didn't Vegeta have a tail when he showed up? The tail is part of who they are as fucking Saiyans. I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z in 20 years. I don't know if that, yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know, a long ass time. I haven't seen this shit in forever. In fact, I don't even know if I watched all of Dragon Ball Z. I've never seen Dragon Ball in my life, but I know all this shit. And it's fine, man. Again, this probably just helps the tourist labeling, right? The tourist argument.
Are we serious? They called themselves TheAnimeMen and they didn't know Goku had a fucking tail? That's like not knowing LeBron used to play for the Miami Heat. I don't even watch basketball.
That's funny, dude. That's funny, bro. That's a good point. You know what I mean? That's a good point.
I know it's a meme that Dragon Ball fans don't even watch their own show.
Don't fuck with Dragon Ball fans. We haven't watched the show.
This is outrageous. You don't even have to watch OG
Is that a
Dragon
meme?
Ball to know that. You're telling me you haven't seen a screenshot or a picture of his tail? Dude, they make...
Or even, you don't even have to go that far. Don't even bring up Goku. Bring up his fucking son. Bring up Vegeta. It's all mentioned that Saiyans have tails. They turn into the fucking monkey. You guys remember when Gohan turns into the monkey?
References to it in Z as well. How do you not know this? Then when they're watching City Hunter, they just stop it halfway and give it a C. Watch the fucking episode. That's what...
Yeah, and also here's the thing. How do you stop... If you stop something halfway and give it a C, that's not even a valid... Like, you didn't even watch the whole thing. And a C is like just average. You're like, oh yeah, we just put it in the average thing. But I don't want to finish it. If you don't want to finish the thing, give it a fucking F.
This whole challenge entails. Watch the damn episode and rank it. And once again, they don't elaborate why. Every time they just go, oh, it was bad. Or, oh, it was boring. And there's zero reasoning behind it. And on the rare occasions they do talk about a show, their cadence and mannerisms are just insufferable. It's cringeworthy listening to them speak, and it's almost impossible to get what they're trying to say.
Me kid right there. All the HUDs are looking for us. Look at this.
They're just very pretty guys, but they're
very
girls.
pretty guys.
So I just don't understand what the concept was. And
To watch, dear brother.
It becomes very clear that
Huh? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know it just happened.
these guys have a bias for only the anime that they've heard of. If the anime isn't recognizable or mainstream, they won't give it the time of the day. When they watch Fist of the North Star, they don't talk about the plot or the characters. They're talking about the fucking dead meme that hasn't been funny in years, because that's the only thing they recognize. If it's a show that isn't that popular, they'll sit.
True. I mean, listen, dude, as an anime fan, like I have been in this space for a while. I'm aware of the nuance. Again, the nuance I think is very important. Like if you just bring up things, conspiracy theory, the industry plants. Okay, no. I also don't really believe in what industry, who's fucking planting them. No, industry planting is also like, that's annoying too. Everyone calls it, it's the same thing as calling everyone a tourist. Everyone's a fucking industry plant.
On their phones for half of it and then call it trash. But there's one part that truly boiled my blood. The brown one starts talking about how he used to hate anime.
The brown one? All right, that's crazy, bro. that's crazy, bro. Why didn't you call him like the Afro one or something? Because he has an Afro. Actually, that sounded probably more racist. Now that I said that, I said the Afro one, that sounded even racister. I didn't even think that it could, but it actually did. But yeah, the brown one seems wild. Anyways, moving on.
His whole life up until 2020.
Wait, what do you say?
The brown one starts talking about how he used to hate anime his whole life up until 2020, when he magically started to like it. I mean, come on. These guys are a walking stereotype.
Yeah. I mean, that just sounds like he never really tried. What is very likely with the didn't like anime until 2020. One of like three things. One, he did like anime. He's lying. Two, there was judgment for liking anime. He didn't want to affiliate himself with that, so he didn't give it a shot. Three, he still doesn't like anime. And the only reason he does the anime shit is because it makes money. One of those three things.
Guys only started getting into anime because it was trendy and socially acceptable after COVID. One day I'm going to travel back in time and fix this.
What?
By blowing the fuck out of Wuhan so COVID never happens. These guys would have never cared about anime if it didn't get them.
Bro, by the way, insane for you to leave. If you just say blowing the fuck, hold on now, pal. You might want to dial that back. It's getting a little sus. One day I'm going to go back in time and blow the fuck out of Alexander the Great. What? Wait, hold on. I thought you were going to, what are you? Yeah, I mean, this is a little wild. No, but I mean, listen, dude, if I'm going back in time, I always say this, if I'm going back in time, I'm somehow getting myself to invest in Bitcoin. Obviously, what the fuck? I don't care about any of these other things, bro. I'm looking out for me. I am selfish, and you can trust me because I tell you that I'm selfish. I don't lie. I'm not doing shit for the greater good. Invest in Google. Well, hey, listen, how far back in the past are we going? I don't know how far we are going. You know what I mean? Are we going back to the year 2000? Are we going back to year 2010, 2020? How far are we going back? Depending on when I'm traveling back to, there's different things I'm looking to do. Okay? Basically, I don't know what I'm talking about.
So much attention. You think these guys would have started an anime channel if people still got bullied for it? No! You got your otaku shit for the fashion, fuck nigga. I don't even want to get into the actual rankings of these episodes. These dudes have some god-awful takes. Not even just because I think their taste is shit. It's that
they did a cringe dance thing for, I mean, this is so cringe. What are you guys doing here? I don't know.
Some god-awful takes. Not even just because I think their taste is shit. It's that they barely even explain why.
Solo leveling B tier? I mean, what I honestly do want to know. What did they put in A tier? I almost want to know. Just so that I can further roast it. But also, I kind of don't want to.
Why they think an episode?
Because it doesn't. Then
like
I don't think there's like validity.
JJK's fairly uninteresting first episode. They say that the episode was peak. Then they call JJK as a series overrated. Then they just say that the episode was peak again and give it an S. That's it.
That's stupid. That is crazy. What the fuck is that? What? Wait, is that actually what they did? They said episode 1 peak. Episode 1 was an interesting start to everything. Far from peak. Here's the biggest fuck. Can I be honest with you? Here's the biggest fucking issue. Most episode 1s of every series, they're kind of mid. If I did a tier list, I think for the most part, there's only a few episode 1s that would even get to A tier. I don't even think there would be a single S tier episode 1 because I don't think that episode 1s are really that good. They're very rarely that good. It takes a lot. It takes truly a lot in order to reach that level. For the most part, episode 1s are just not that crazy. Because in order to get a good episode 1, here's the thing. In order to get us a good episode 1, you can't do the whole, let's establish characters. You have to throw us into the fire. Throw us into the fire. It's not about who's the person, whatever. You have to make it insane. And in order to make it insane, you have to immerse us immediately. Very rarely am I going to find an S tier episode 1, in my opinion. That's just me personally. You could disagree. That's okay. I just think that in general, episode 1s are fine. They establish things. Within the first 3 episodes, you get so much. If you're going to do this thing, you do the first 3 episodes, obviously.
No analysis, no discussion, no elaboration, no...
And there should be some sort of analysis and discussion, obviously.
Nothing. I can't even make fun of what they like if I don't even know why they like it. These goobers can't even do the basic thing of explaining themselves. How the hell do these guys have 4 million subscribers?
Because they normally do skits and stuff, I think. I think a lot of people found them through skits, right?
They do YouTube Shorts content? Oh, brother. It makes sense, though. Guys with attention spans this bad would know exactly how to appeal with children with ADHD.
I'm sorry, man, but your husband's condition is terminal.
How long does he have?
I can't say for sure, but about 6 to 7 weeks.
6, 7.
How do people watch?
Oh, okay. listen, bro, by the way, can I be honest with you? I just found out about this 6'7" thing less than 2 weeks ago. I don't know how long it's been around. I literally did not know about it until I was in the gym, right? I'm in the gym, I'm exercising. There's also these kids that go to the gym. This big swole dude was in the gym. And then one of the kids was like annoying the big swole dude. I don't know if he was actually annoying him, but I would have probably been annoyed. Also, the big swole dude seemed kind of annoyed. Big swole dude, they're asking him tons of questions like, oh, how do you get the muscles like that? How much can you live? Da, 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 da. How do I get like that? How do I get abs? How do I, da, 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 da. Anyways, when the big swole dude leaves, because I listened to this shit, because I listened to Mushoku Tensei audiobooks while I'm in the gym. That's right. That's what I listen to while I'm in the gym, not music. I am an anime fan. Anime music? Oh, that's the extent of your fandom? No. I listen to light novels. I'm beyond you. I'm elevated. I've reached enlightenment within anime. I listen to a light novel. Admittedly, I highly recommend, if you enjoy Mushoku Tensei, the anime, if you enjoy the anime, do not listen to the light novel. And I say that because, sure, there are some good things you can get from the light novel. There's a lot of like interesting information, but you're also going to vastly change your opinion on Rudy. You might be able to talk yourself out of how you feel about Rudy and everything if you watch the anime. You can't talk yourself out of it once you listen to the light novel. It's bad. So yeah, so back to the gym. Right, then I talked to these kids because like the guy wasn't really giving them a ton of information. And I was like, yo, what he means by this and that is this and that and da-da-da-da-da. Anyways, at some point in time, I said 6'7", I guess, somehow. I don't know. I can't think about it. I can't really recall when I said 6'7", but I must have said it because then he went to his friend and then I like low-key called him out on that because they giggled. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's nothing. And I was like, no, what's this? And he's like, oh, it's a TikTok thing, 6'7". And I was like, oh, okay, I don't know what that is. It's from a song, 6 foot, 7 foot, 8. Like, that's all I know where there's any 6'7". But I'm a boomer, I guess. I'm a fucking millennial because that's how far millennials are from Gen Z. We're so far like old in comparison to Gen Z. Like, we are basically boomers. It's crazy. Anyways, what the fuck am I talking about? Let's move on.
This shit. You would have to be off drugs or on the spectrum to find this shit bearable to sit through. I did some digging on these guys, and turns out one of them doesn't even...
I'm also in the TheAnimeMen, and I don't watch anime at all. Slowly changing. Did someone say ironic? More like iconic.
Watch anime. They call themselves the TheAnimeMen, by the way. This guy just...
Oh, yeah. That's the same person.
That he doesn't watch anime right under his introduction page. Cold, hard proof that these guys are complete posers. I don't want anyone telling me otherwise. These guys don't care for the medium. That much was obvious by...
Oh, all right, there we go. All right, so what did they say? Interesting. They put Urusei Yatsura? Is this Urusei Yatsura into S tier? What the fuck happens in Urusei Yatsura? Is there like titties or something? Yes, there's titties in it. Oh, yeah, okay, that's what it was. Oh, okay, got it. All right, so there is just some gooner behavior. Berserk, which, by the way, they knew it was Berserk. They knew they were going to win people over. They put Naruto, obviously. Attack on Titan, JJK, Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, obviously. They're going to put the big ones in here. And then it's fine to shit on Solo Leveling and Demon Slayer. To put them into B tier, that's like it makes sense, right? One Punch Man, episode 1 into C, kind of crazy, because isn't One Punch Man season 1 like just insane? I will admit I'm not a big fan of the start of Bleach. So Toradora's in here, Evangelion. Haven't seen Evangelion. Ashita no Joe. Ranma they put in B. OG Ranma. Violet Evergarden. Horimiya. Frieren they put in A with, I guess that's Chainsaw Man, Black Clover, Sword Art, Hunter x Hunter. I mean, they got a lot of A tiers. Basically, all this stuff is old. Except for, I guess, what is this, Angel Beats? That's about it. Everything else here is older. None of this is, like, really new, except for, like, Angel Beats. I don't even remember episode 1 of Angel Beats, and I just watched this thing, like, a year ago, maybe? I will say, bro, can I be honest with you? I think there's a lot of, like... Again, I really hold on to my opinion that I don't think I'd even put in S tier. I maybe Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan was pretty insane. And like, I think Tokyo Ghoul ends pretty insane as well at episode 1. I don't even remember episode 1 of Death Note or Naruto. I think I did watch Berserk as a child, as a literal child, and I should not have been watching it. I don't think I watched Urusei Yatsura, OG. And then episode 1 of JJK, isn't that just fucking Itadori throwing the ball and then he goes to the school and he fucking hops through the window, kicks the shit out of whatever, and then he he eats the finger. That's how it ends. He eats the finger and turns into Sukuna. That's kind of cool. Maybe like an A tier. Oshinoko, I think Oshinoko just wasn't the most popular of series during its year. I don't even know what year Oshinoko is supposed to be. 2021, 2, 23? I think it was during the solo leveling year. No, maybe a year before. No. Hear me out. Sakamoto Days was the most popular anime last year. This year? Why the fuck is Sakamoto Days in here? This isn't even the most popular. What is that for? That doesn't make any sense. Didn't this shit come out this year? It's not even the most popular anime this year. That's dumb. What's the metric they went off of? I don't know. Anyways, man, moving on.
Much was obvious by the video. The entire video concept is stupid to begin with. It's unfair to judge the first episode of something because a vast majority of it is set up for the rest of the story. Which
is what I said. That's why I said the first episodes are like kind of mid normally. Very mid first episodes. I don't think I would give out a single S tier. I would be giving out at best A's because it's the first episode. There's not a lot. They're introducing shit. It's not supposed to be amazing. It's just supposed to be good enough to hook you in and interest you into the rest of the series. How rare is it that we say episode 1's the best episode of the entire series? It's so fucking rare. In fact, I think there's only one show that you can make the argument. There's only a single show where you can make the argument. That's it. And that's Oshinoko. If you want to make that argument. Also, first episode is 4 fucking episodes long. So, what are you going to say with that?
Anime often take their time and
To Your Eternity as well was good. Yeah, it's not the best episode of the series, though. It's not, man. Episode 1 was very good. In fact, I'd probably even put it in that A tier, like I said. But I don't know if I say it's the best episode of the series. There have been some amazing episodes in To Your Eternity. You know what I mean? There have been some crazy shit. I didn't even die, or I didn't even cry when the boy, well, I just fucking spoiled. Hey, by the way, the boy dies in episode 1. I didn't even cry when the boy died. I didn't even cry. I cried when other shit happened further on. As you keep on watching the show, there are other things that happen. Those things made me cry. So yeah, I mean, it's just so rare. Like, I genuinely cannot think of a single show where episode 1 was the best episode of the entire series. And the only one I think an argument can be made is Oshinoko. If you wanted, and I disagree with that. I don't even think it was the best episode of the series. It was really good. Also 4 episodes long, kind of cheating.
Progressively get better as the series goes on. One of my favorite animes ever, the anime I revolve my entire online persona around, is Gintama. And honestly,
oh, that's what that's from. Gintama. I've never seen Gintama.
Gintama has a dog shit first episode. It starts off with a non-canon filler episode that doesn't work as a proper introduction to the world and the characters. But as the characters developed and their dynamics blossomed, I became obsessed with how entertaining the show was. Not everything will be mind-blowing from the start. To recognize this, you have to have patience. These bums just want immediate gratification. These niggas make the perfect case for gatekeeping. It's why people have such a burning hatred for tourists. It's exactly why people make fun of shonen tards. I can't watch this. There's no hype or aura. Where are my aura and hype moments? You're all a bunch of cringe LARPers who don't know what they're talking about. I would say no offense to these guys, but it wouldn't be genuine. All offense to these guys. Fuck them. In fact, if I ever catch one of you in public, you might get lynched.
Okay, that's crazy. That's an insane statement. That's an insane. Why don't you just say they'll catch hands? That's about it. All right, Jesus Christ. Anyways, how do I feel about everything? I feel like I fucking made my point. I did also pull up the Joey one, which I kind of started watching a little bit of, and honestly, he didn't really go over the men thing in this video. Up to this point, he doesn't really talk about it. He's mostly talking about anime tourists. And anime tourists being a problem because fucking...
That's what these anime tourists, at least from what I have seen online, claim. You know, they think that they have entered this space and gone and looked around and gone, hey, everything that is like not epic fights and shonen and amazing animation and hype, doesn't fall under what I constitute as a good.
No. I don't even think that that's necessarily it. I don't know. Listen, I watched some of Joey's video, and no offense to Joey. Joey's great. I kind of skipped around. I skipped around through it because a lot of it wasn't even like, he's kind of just talking about a lot of stuff all over. And so I was just like, all right, you know, I skipped around and I only got halfway through and then I closed it. And I did that yesterday. Not even intending to make a video on this TheAnimeMen thing. It wasn't until, you know, I loaded up stream today and chat's like, hey, you should do it. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll just fucking do it. Anime tourists, they come into the people. I already said what I said about the anime tourists. I think they come in and the problem is they act like they can make a fair judgment on these things without actually taking the time to establish a real credibility when it comes to saying anything about anime. That's where the problem comes in. It's fine for you to come in and enjoy anime, even if it's just one show or two shows, whatever. You can be a tourist or a casual anime fan. That's okay. Just don't come in here acting like, oh, my show that I love is the best show and I haven't seen anything else. No, because that's where the problem lies. You know what I mean? That's it, basically. So yeah, man, Joey spoke in further on this. I would highly recommend you go and check out Joey's video, not necessarily talking about the TheAnimeMen, but talking about anime tourism. I'm not even going to play it because I don't want to spoil that for you. I want you to go and watch his video yourself. I pulled it up so that way I can put it on the thumbnail and then capitalize on this, right? Capitalize on the fact that he made a video without actually reacting to it. And if you don't like that, that's okay, cool. But I highly recommend you go watch his video regardless, because he's talking about anime tourism as a broader thing, not necessarily just the TheAnimeMen drama, right? Anyways, man, those are my opinions on this whole thing. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Till next time, make sure you all keep it fresh. Peace.